Hello folks, this is the tutorial to show you how I calibrate my perfect pedal for the Logitech G27 racing wheel. I will be demonstrating it on Gran Turismo 5. After you've installed the perfect pedal, and I have mine reverse mounted here, the first thing you'll want to do is go into a practice session every time you start a game. Within that practice session, we will calibrate the perfect pedal. I find the perfect pedal needs to be calibrated every time you start the game and go to race. I find that the perfect pedal stock range, as I will call it, is it's okay, but it is within a small range, and I like to use, let's use the word muscle memory. I like to use a little more force into the pedal, and I don't like to lock up my brakes very much, so I want to be able to adjust the range so I won't be locking up my brakes every time I go into a corner. I'm going to move the camera here. Over by the speedometer on the left hand side, there is a bar right here. That is going to show the amount of braking we're putting into the game. When the bar is all the way up to the top, that it will be the full braking. And obviously right now I'm not touching the pedal, and it is no braking. On the right hand side you can obviously see gas, and that's how it'll look on the left hand side when we go to press the brake. So I'm just using the e-brake to stop here. Now I have not touched the perfect pedal since I started the game here, so what we are going to do is I'm going to show you what happens the first time you press the pedal. Now my foot is just barely covering the pedal, and I'm going to start applying some pressure. And I'm applying very little pressure right now, and you will see that it spikes all the way up to the very top with very little pressure pressed. So the first time you go into a corner without calibrating your pedal, you are going to have some problems and lock up your brakes most likely. So I just took my foot off the brake pedal. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply force to the brake pedal and slowly bring it up to full braking. You will see right now that I am at full braking. I'm going to let off again just to demonstrate that it is much more linear after the first time that you push the brake pedal. Now right here I am not applying very much force to that brake pedal to get it all the way up to full braking. Now, here's how I calibrate it. I want to be able to use a lot of muscle memory to be able to push the brake pedal, and I want to be able to actually be applying a lot of force to be able to get full braking pressure. So what I'm going to do is actually go all the way up to full braking pressure, and I'm going to apply more force than I would anticipate in a corner. And right here I'm applying a good amount of force to where I would lock out my brakes, and now I'm going to let off. And now when I go and press the brake again, I'm going to find that right here is about where the full braking pressure was when I first started. And here's back to here is where I just calibrated. And you'll find the more you press and the harder you press the brake perfect pedal, the larger your range is going to be for full braking. So that is how I calibrate my perfect pedal in Gran Turismo 5. And I hope you enjoy this, and I'll try to take a few laps around the course here. I'll restart and take a few laps around the course.